Welcome everyone to a quick introduction on our courses. So there's some confusion about how things are supposed to be done in the courses, and I wanted to make sure I cleared those up. To begin with, you know that you were to log into moodle.stanley.edu and complete the first assignment, which everyone has done. You then can use Moodle to either jump through it to get to netacad.com and netlabs.com, or you can just go straight to netacad.com, one of the two. Netacad.com is where our primary course materials and information will be. Once inside of Netacad, you will have on your Learn tab a title for the course that you're currently in. And for these examples, I'm going to use the intro course, but this applies to both the Routing and Switching Essentials and the CCNA Security courses. In the intro course or any of the courses, you will have on the left-hand side of your screen an item called modules. Okay? Now this is a little bit, this wants to hop up here and do some things for me because of the big screen I've got, but you'll have on the left-hand side, you'll have modules. Under modules, you'll have a listing for every single module inside or chapter inside of the class. For instance, in this particular intro, there are 11 chapters plus some practice exams and other items that are inside. If you expand the chapter, you will see that the chapter consists of launching the chapter so that you can read it, a practice term and concepts item that you have available. You will have a packet tracer item. Now these packet tracer items, when you click on the link, this will take you directly to that packet tracer inside the curriculum. This will allow you to open up the packet tracer, such as this one here, and it will allow you to look at the packet tracer and what all's in it and what's available. It will also allow you to look at the directions for the packet tracer, and in this case, this is the directions for the packet tracer. It's just for navigation and tips. It's not one that's really having a great deal of items associated with it. We also have, in these packet tracers, I've asked you to take a picture of your check results item. The check results, you'll notice, are down at the bottom here. And that's kind of hard for me to show you because I've got to minimize this and then do this. But it's down at the bottom. See the check results. Now, if I click check results, I'm actually going to show you. In this case, it's locked because this particular activity is just what I call a show me packet tracer. In other words, you go in, and in this one, you just go through and go between real-time and simulation modes. You look at logical and physical views. There's really nothing being graded. Later packet tracers will actually grade whether or not you put the correct IP address on an interface. And when you click check results, you'll get a little screen showing you the items that have been completed successfully or not. If you come up against a packet tracer that has no check results, don't worry about uploading a picture showing the check results. Just upload your .pka file with your name. You'll learn too when you have your own students that having students put in the check results like that saves you a huge amount of time grading. That way you don't have to open every single one of them. You'll notice that to upload your packet tracers, you can click right on this upload, and it will give you a place to upload your submission. Now, I don't have it because I am not a student. I am an instructor. This is where I go to grade your submissions. This is also where I want you to upload your assignments instead of like a Google Drive or something like that, because I'll show you later in the class how this system allows you to grade inside of it so that you don't even have to leave the system. For instance, this lab, which is researching network collaboration tools, which you can go and open up the Word document in the class itself. So there is a Word document that you can open up and fill out. You can then upload that document directly into this upload link that I have available right here. And then that way I can go in and grade those items inside of there. So I can actually click on Speed Grader, and if anybody had uploaded it, but someone has, I can actually go in here and put in comments directly on it and those items. So I can grade directly on these without having to go out and open them up inside of a Google Drive or something of that nature. So that's why I would like for you under modules to upload all of your items inside of there. Now, the labs themselves, for instance, in Chapter 2, you'll notice that we do have packet tracers available, and we do have labs, actual building labs. If there's a corresponding NetLabs lab, okay, and this is netlabs.stanley.edu, this is where we do our hands-on labs. If there's a corresponding NetLabs lab, you will see it inside of your class. And also, I wouldn't have asked you to do that assignment unless it was. So let's go intro, and let me go back and do something real quick here. I've got to do it a little different way. I'm going to go to schedule, and you can actually schedule individual learner time anytime you want to. I'm going to schedule, just going to grab someone in the class and do a fake schedule here. Do Mark. But you'll notice that there are initialized louder building a simple network. That's actually a lab here. Okay. And configuring a switch management address. You'll see that that is a lab here. All right. And so you can actually click on that lab and schedule it. And then you can upload inside of the class the answers inside the Word document that you used while doing, here's the lab itself, building this simple network. And the neat thing about this is, honestly, when you're building this simple network, you can use any of the pods that are available. So I'm going to go just grab a pod. And it takes a little bit of while for it to load because this is real gear booting. And so, Mark, I know you'll have an empty lab, but it takes a while for this to load. But you'll notice that once you're in it, now here's someone actually doing a lab in CCNP. This is a CCNP lab that someone's working on. It has multiple PCs, and you can actually keep and open up these JNLPs, and you will see that I will eventually have a PC running here. There's an actual PC that's running. Okay. You can also pull up the actual switches, and you will be at a console connection to the switch via reverse telnet, which is all handled by the system. It's not something you need to worry about. Here you see the student is actually working on that. So pretty neat. But that's the basics of what you're doing in the class. Is you're going to have these read the chapter, complete the packet tracers, complete the labs, and then take the chapter exams that are also turned on. The chapter quizzes are optional. They're very short. They will not take you long, so you can do those and jump through them pretty quickly. Again, as long as you complete, say, 1 or 2 packet tracers and the labs, hands-on labs, I'm fine. You do not have to do all of them. If you would like to do all of them, please do so, but it's not required. Also be aware that the NetLab system does take the first 10 minutes to boot the system and the last 10 minutes to clean it up. So don't give yourself a 1-hour reservation for a lab that's going to take you right at an hour. You won't have time to get it done. Try to give yourself a little bit of leeway on each side because the system does boot up, and at the end it does tear down everything and make it completely clear. So here we see, honestly, these are the PCs, and so this is you end up with exactly what you would have in a seated classroom in terms of you got 2 PCs, 2 Windows 7 boxes that will eventually boot up here, and there it's booting up, and then you will have switches that are booted up to allow you to put IP addresses on and to work with those devices. So you see the switch is actually booting now. So, okay, so again, primarily you're going to go in, read. We will have lectures. I'm going to schedule meetings for the class next week. We'll talk about the lectures. Some of the classes have lectures already built into them. I do have some lectures, honestly, from older curriculums that match this. But the lectures will be in our meetings pretty much. If you have any questions, please let me know. I hope this helps clear up things. But again, go to the modules underneath your class, and you'll see items where your assignments are located, and you'll see where you can upload those assignments. Hope this has helped. If you have any questions, please let me know. Take care.